Yo, what up? What up? See, man, Big Brandon Carter. Everyone, he's about to do his Q&A, man. It's been a big week, man. Been an interesting week. I was doing the live coaching. The live since last week. I told you I was doing the live. The one-on-one coaching with people, and that's actually been a lot more fun and beneficial than I anticipated initially. Like, it's been better for, I think, the people involved, and just for me, man. Like, I kind of enjoy talking to the people and being able to help them, like, see things from a different perspective, or realize things, or some people we just planned out, like we figured out what their goals are, we just planned them out. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of dope. It was kind of dope. I like it. So I'm probably gonna open it up some more. I made some scheduled time, so I'm gonna do some more of that. If you want, there's a link in below. There's a link somewhere where you can fucking get it. Go to changeyourfuckinglife.com, and changeyourfuckinglife.com. You can check it out if you're interested in that shit. Also, the book came out. Hold up, y'all seen the ebook, The Beginner's Guide to Being Awesome. I was gonna pull it up, but fuck it. The Beginner's Guide to Being Awesome. That's on Amazon. That's just been doing real well. Number one motivational book in the fucking Amazon free store. So that's what's up. I'm fucking with that. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who left reviews. It's got a lot of good reviews. Well received so far. So thank you. Before we get into Q&A, man, I want to tell y'all a story. I've told the story before, but I want to tell it in a better way. I can tell it a little better now. One of my very first memories is I was a child, very, very young. I was going to preschool, actually. I might have been 4 or 5 years old. And my mother, she didn't have a car. We didn't have a car, we just didn't have a car. And my dad had a car, but he wasn't really with us at the time, And so my mom would walk me to preschool at it was like 5 a.m. I was always the first kid to get to preschool. And it'd be like, and then she'd get on the bus and go downtown to work. And it would be cold as fuck. If anything you know about Chicago winter, it's so cold and windy. Like, that's why they call it the Windy City. So I remember, like, being little, I would jump straight up in the air, and the wind would actually like move me like a step forward sometimes. Like, it would be that powerful. So anyway, we're in this wind, and we're like walking like this because the wind, and I'm like little, so it's like, you see this, it's even more difficult for me. And I got my hand in my mom's pocket because we had to hold hands, but I put my hand in her pocket, like, to help we kept each other's hands warm like that. And then we're walking like this, but we're like struggling to get to the, and it's like kind of a long walk. And we're going, and this was like every day. And then one day in particular, we're walking, and then we see this guy approach us, and he has a hood on. He's a big guy. And we normally don't see almost anybody because we only people up 5 in the morning walking around. And he approached us, and he just walked normally. He had his head down, and then as he got closer to us, he pulled out a gun, man, put it in my mom's face, and fucking asked for her purse. He demanded her purse, and then he took it and he ran off, and she was screaming and crying after her, and I felt fucking, damn, man, I remember that feeling. Like, I felt like fucking hopeless, man. I just felt like hopeless, and like, not hopeless, but like there was nothing I can do, man. Like, helpless. I felt helpless, like, fuck. And I was sad. I watched my mom go through that, and I went through, so I was angry and hopeless. And I remember going through that for a while. And then so fast forward a few years, fast forward about 10 years, I start working out, like 15, 16. I started working out, I get bigger. And then I hesitate to say he was a mentor, but he's somebody who like showed me a few things. He was a guy named Aaron Muhammad. He was he was voted #1 trainer in Chicago a bunch of years in a row. And Aaron, he was my mom's personal trainer at the time, but I would come home from military school. I got sent to military school. I would come home every few weeks, like maybe once a month, and I'd hang out with Aaron. Like, actually, I trained with him, and he would just teach me certain things. He taught me how to fight well, because he was also a Golden Gloves boxer. He ran for a number of years. He ran the nation. He ran security for Minister Farrakhan in Chicago on the South Side. And now he's actually Steve Harvey's personal trainer now. Like he flies around the country with Steve Harvey every day and trains him. So anyway, he taught me how to like fight. He taught me how to lift weights, and he just gave me a lot of tips, just like not just training, but in life. You know, he just told me how to be more of a man. You know. So fast forward a few more years, I'm walking down the street. I just come from the movies with my girl. I saw a Tom Hanks movie. Not Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, action flick. And, you know, so I'm kind of hype already. I got the adrenaline going with me after seeing it. It was like one of the Mission Impossibles. And those are all good movies. And we cross the street and I hear, help, help, help. And I look back and it's coming from behind the SUV. I can't see what's on the other side. So I tell my girl, stay here. And I run back across the street and I run from around the SUV. And then I see a fucking woman. I see a guy grabbing a woman's arm. She's trying to get away, but she's holding a fucking baby, man. She's holding a fucking baby, and he's like grabbing on her. And I run up on him. I don't know what I said. I said some shit, and he fucking saw me. And he backed up, man. He cowered away. And this dude was bigger than me. Like I just think I came with such the velocity and how fierce I approach, you know, I think it just kind of caught him off guard, you know. And plus, you know, guys who fucking attack women aren't the toughest guys in the world. They fucking attack women, so they don't really want to fight a man. That's why they pick on fucking women, right? So he saw me and he backed the fuck up, and we exchanged some words, but he ain't want no motherfucking problems, and he left. And I was just like, man, yo, like I feel like it came full circle because I remember being in that position of that kid. Because it was a boy she was holding. She ran off of the boy yelling, hell. I mean, she ran off saying, thank you. And it was like, damn, I was in that same position, made me think how I came full circle. And I became, you know, it's like, there's been a few times I've been in that situation where I had to help someone who was in a helpless situation. Like I can tell a bunch of stories like that. I have a lot. And I don't know why. I don't know if I just end up being in those situations or I attract them. But it's kind of on some Batman shit, man, like a superhero on some Batman shit. I'm not saying because that's what happened to Batman. Batman, his parents were killed, or something happened to his parents. It filled him with this vendetta, and he went out and tried to make sure that didn't happen to other people, try to prevent that to happen to other people. And that's kind of how I've been doing, you know. But it was all kind of thanks to that dude, man. A dude, Aaron Muhammad. Cool dude, man. He's still trying. I'm telling you, Steve Harvey's trainer right now, so he's still ahead of me. I ain't even catch up. He's still a celebrity trainer, and his advice in this when he would sit down with me every once in a while, man, and it is life shit. Not even just that, but like life shit. So a part of that is like why I wanted to offer this coaching one-on-one, right? Because I know there's some other motherfuckers who could benefit from like speaking to me the way I benefited from speaking to Aaron, you know, like how it changed me and helped me, you know. So anyway, the links in the description. I don't want to do a hard sell. I just want to tell you that story. I feel seem like it's been helping people, so I'm gonna open it up some more. I'm not gonna do this forever, and I can't take but so many people just because, you know, time is limited. But changeyourfuckinglife.com, and you can sign up if you're interested, you know. But anyways, getting these Q&A. Man, what up? How can I deal with, oh, you know, it's kind of cool because only 30 people watching right now because I didn't promote this crazy before this episode, so I'll be able to answer more of your questions, man. So this is kind of cool. How do I deal with balding? Being bald is the shit, man. All the coolest motherfuckers are bald. Goddamn Michael Jordan, Tupac Shakur, Gandhi, the Transporter, fucking Young Jeezy, Buddha, you know, all the coolest guys are bald. Balding comes from having high testosterone. Oh, that's not really true, but it's a derivative of testosterone. And yo, man, all the coolest motherfuckers are bald. Just shave it, man. Just grow it. It's cool, man. Women like it, especially if you're ethnic. You know, white guys, some white guys can look funny balding. They look like they're from the future. But like, if you're a black dude or some sort of ethnicity, you're gonna look great. How do I set up an Amazon flipping business at home? Any books on it? I don't know about an Amazon. When you say flipping business, I don't know exactly what you mean. It's really a good business model for Amazon is you buy something wholesale, like on Alibaba or or from a manufacturer in America, and maybe something you can brand, like you can fucking shaker cups, right? You can you can go, what's your name? Alex P. Fucking Alex P shaker cups. You know what I'm talking about? You get you some you get some shaker cups, get an Alex P logo shown on there, ship all these motherfuckers to Amazon FBA, and then you can fucking and then list it, and it'll be on Amazon. People actually who search shaker cup to find it. I'm gonna put on the air. There's a program called the Amazon selling machine. It costs like $4 grand. I'm sure you can find it 200 or something. But that's a good one. Yo, please give a shout out to you. Yo, what up, UK? 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 Yo, what up, UK? What up, UK? Hey, what up, UK? Why do you have to sign up to an account when you download your free nutrition plan? You don't have to sign up for an account. You just have to put your fucking name and email in, right? So I can contact you in the future. You obviously like me being in contact with you because you're on my live Q&A. You subscribe to my email. You're fucking, you want the nutrition plan. Do you not want me to contact you? Sounds like you're going out of your way to be in contact with me. I'm just making it easy for you, baby. I got other shit on Amazon. You can just buy for $1 and you don't need to do nothing but an Amazon account. Would you rather sign up for Jeff Bezos shit or my shit? Shout out to Jeff Bezos though, man. Bezos gang. Are you going to try the veganism challenge? I've thought about that, but I'm not tough enough to be vegan. I don't got the heart, you know. Maybe I just don't want it bad enough, you know. Maybe I'm just not tough enough. But I'm just going to start eating. I'm just going to continue to eat animal products. It's probably like from an ethical standpoint, some about it. I understand animals have souls and they feel pain just like us. And it's probably not like, part of me feels like it's not right. So I respect people who go that route and you know, be vegans, you know, for that reason. But as far as the efficacy is concerned, you know, it's all relative because I've done shit way more than eat a dead. I've done way worse shit than eating dead animals. So it's like it doesn't compel me enough. Maybe if I never did no motherfucking gangster shit in my life, then I'd feel like, oh yeah, this eating animals thing is really, really bad, really egregious. But I've done way more shit than this. Way more shit. Shit that's worse than that. You are the best. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks. I'm getting stronger, but not getting bigger. All right. Well, what you want to do is you want to all right. So it's probably the parameters you're choosing, right? Like if you're training for strength, you can train for strength and you can train for hypertrophy, right? Like you can if you want to get the muscles bigger, then you want like higher rep ranges, maybe between like anywhere between 6 and 12, you know. Or some people will say even higher than that, between 8 and 12, resting like about 60-90 seconds between each set, right? And if you're going for strength, and you get like lower sets between 1 and 5, rest as long as you want. So like you have to keep the muscle under more tension and for a longer period of time, you know, time under tension, and that's going to build size and cause the muscles to get bigger. It's a little different, you know. It's the way you're training. That's why you're not getting bigger. And you might be a diet. You might be getting enough calories and or protein. Is it bad missing workouts in 2 weeks? It's probably not good. But then again, it depends on where you at. You know, like I can take 2 weeks off and it might not be noticeable, you know, especially depending on how I structure my diet. But then again, I mean, like I'm a professional. Like I've been doing this for a minute. What's your job? My official job title is Beacon of Hope and Inspiration for the young people of planet Earth. Superhero shit. That's the title of this shit. Really, I own a number of businesses, you know, and I invest in other businesses as well. and I work from this room. You know, I don't have a job. Brandon, I've been reading self-improvement books for the dopamine rush and not actually applying it to my life. How can I stop this habit? You know, if you read enough of that shit, it will just become a part of who you are. You know, like you'll be ingrained in your subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you want to start putting some tactics in place immediately. You know, like I think once you the speed of implementation, once you put some in place immediately, then roll with it. Like I was at a self-development conference not long ago, and I put shit into practice that night. I changed the structure of some of my organization. I hit up some of my business partners and said, "This is we're gonna make some changes. We're gonna make some motherfucking changes around here, nigga." And they was like, "All right." I was like, "Well, I wasn't asking. I was saying. You just say thank you." Oh, how did you handle your father's suicide? Mine did the same. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. It's tough, man. There's really nothing you can do. It's gone. It's over now. It's happened, right? So you know, it just hurts, man. It's gonna suck for a long time. I mean, it still sucks for me. You know, like what you want to do is, I mean, it's just gonna get better. I will say it'll get better. It gets better in time. And I think if your mother's still alive and you have brothers and sisters, then it's like what I did, what helped me stay like I started trying to give to them, like all right, that void of the father figure, the beacon, the rock that the family stood on, that there was a void there. So I had to walk into that role. I don't know if you're prepared, or if it's even or if you're even the right person to walk into that role. You might have another brother or uncle or something who might be more suitable for that role, you know. But what I did is I became that guy. I became not a not a father figure, but the masculine. You know, I actually was forced to become a man in that situation. It's kind of like And then y'all ever see? Man, y'all too young. Fuck. All right, there was a Transformers movie before Michael Bay. All right, it was a Transformers cartoon movie. I saw the shit when I was like in grade school. Find the shit, the cartoon. They had a movie of the cartoon. And Optimus Prime, he was the leader. He was the motherfucking the alpha transformer. Everyone following him. He was in charge. He had this shit in him that made him like the best. Then Optimus Prime died, and then Hot Rod got the shit put in him. I don't know if the Michael Bay films followed the same plot line or not. You know, because you know I'd rather shoot myself. I'd rather fucking die than watch a fucking Michael Bay movie. So anyway, he put this shit. Hot Rod put this shit. He was like he was the young one. Hot Rod, hence the name. And he put that shit in his chest, and he became the leader. And he kind of had to walk into that role. And that's what I did. That's what I walked in that role. But I don't know if that's even appropriate for you. But if so, then that will actually help. I mean, my father dying actually helped me become like more of a man. You know, like I didn't have no one to lean on and no one to help me. I kind of knew that okay, I'm officially out here. You know what I'm saying, flying solo. I ain't got no safety net, even emotional safety net, and just kind of. I don't know if I'd be as strong if that had to not happen. You know, so good luck to you, man. I'm sorry to hear that. It really sucks, bro. It really sucks, man. Just know that he probably had. I mean, like my father probably had some undiagnosed mental issues, and a lot of suicide. People commit suicide. They do like like deep depression can sometimes be like clinical grade where somebody needs like professional help. And my dad didn't get that, so you know. What advice do you have for a cheerleader regarding what, brother? And what how how so? Well, what do you need, man? Be more clear, man. Be more clear. Can I have carbs after a HIIT workout? I wouldn't. If burning fat's the goal, I wouldn't. Hey, yo, Big Brandon, would you ever do a buy one get half off deal with Rebellion? I love it, but it's pricey. I love it, but it's pricey. Um, I think we're gonna have some shit coming pretty soon. Maybe so like some structures where you can buy like multiple ones. It's hard for us to do that right now, but we have another distribution channel opening up, so it should come pretty soon. Uh, how do I get into internet marketing? You read a bunch of books, man. I mean, a good book to start with is I'm a messy motherfucker. Oh, here it is. Because I was showing somebody I was doing my live coaching with. I was doing my 2 hour coaching with. He had the same question. I recommended this book and a few others for him. Launch by Jeff Walker. It's a good book. It kind of explains one protocol you can use when you can launch that marketing, the funnel system kind of thing. Where are you from? I'm from Southside Chicago. Favorite movie? Gladiator. Gladiator. And my second favorite movie is The Pursuit of Happiness. The kid in that movie, not Will Smith's son, but the kid that when he played, like the real person, the character. I actually went to high school with him, man. Chris Gardner Jr. He got sent to military school with me. Those motherfuckers are rich. They movies and shows like they got rich. Like he was the first rich person I ever met. Chris Gardner Jr. Man, and his dad's got fucking. So when you watch Pursuit of Happiness, you got to watch it. How broke they was, homeless and shit. That motherfucker by the 90s, that motherfucker had Porsches, Lamborghinis, motherfucking Ty Lopez money. Motherfucker had Ty Lopez money back in the 90s. But what he's more proud of is all these books. Brandon, should I be eating carbs if I'm playing basketball, but for long periods, like 2-3 hours or more? I mean, it depends on what your goals are, bro. I don't know what your goals are. If your goals are to be a better basketball player, then hell yeah, eat as many carbs as you want. Because like there's difference when training for athletics is different than training for aesthetics. It's a different rule, like your body would rather run on glycogen and carbohydrates. So yeah, I mean, like if you want to be the best basketball player you can be, then you should be fucking. You go ham on them carbs, go ham. But if you want to lose fat, then when you're doing cardio, you should keep the carbs to a minimum because you won't have as much. Your body will run off your fat reserves as opposed to the glycogen. Is it safe for a teen to use weights? Yes. That's why your high school gym has weight room. Use that shit. In all of human history, there's never been any evidence to support the myth that training is bad for teens. It doesn't stunt growth. There's no evidence to suggest it. Like you can scour the fucking internet, you can scour the world, every fucking scholarly paper, and you will not find any evidence to even suggest that it might be the case. In fact, the American Association of Pediatrics explicitly says on their website, they have an article on weight training, and the study they did, they said it shows it has no effect on linear growth. I don't know how this shit got started. I don't know how this shit got started, man. It's kind of like that thing where people say that your hair grows back thicker when you shave it, and everybody just believes that. But that's not the truth. I mean, and nobody's gonna believe that, right? Because it's been ingrained in you. But you can just kind of like Google it right now, and like some papers will show up to show you that your hair doesn't grow back thicker. It feels thicker because let's say a woman wax. Okay, it grows back coarser because like the hair gets cut off here. All right, so it's like sharp when it gets cut. So when it grows back, that sharp part is pointed up, so it feels like it grew back thicker. But like if you waxed it, like rip the hairs out, the follicle will grow. It wouldn't grow sharp like that. It would grow pointy. It would grow like, it wouldn't be sharp, so it wouldn't feel. What the fuck I'm trying to say. I kind of went off on a tangent on that, man. Brandon, I got a really jealous girlfriend. Any books on that? Yeah. But you ain't gotta read no books on that. Fucking dump her, man. You don't need that kind of stress. You don't need that kind of stress. Jealousy comes from insecurity and fear, and you don't need that kind of shit in your life, man. She's got some issues to handle, and she probably needs to be alone for a while and work on herself, man. You're probably not doing her any favors being with her, and you're definitely not doing a favor if you help her perpetuate this weakness, man. You enable her. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's what you do make her jealous. Maybe you're fucking. Maybe you exacerbate the situation by your actions. Maybe you're out here liking all bunch of girls' pictures on Instagram, but that's not bad though, because I do that shit and I ain't never heard shit about it. So like, maybe you check yourself. Are you doing anything egregious? All right, no. If you're just being who you are, and she ain't cool with it, then fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just not a good match, and that's cool. Sometimes not everybody ain't supposed to be with everybody, man. How do you set a plan if you don't know what to do to achieve your goal? That's the part of your plan. That's step one. You don't need to, Martin Luther King said you don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to see the first step. If you want to climb a stair. If you want to climb a staircase, you don't need to see the whole thing. You just need to see the first step. So step one is find out what needs to be done. I mean, somebody knows how to do it. It's been done before, unless your goal is like, hey man, I want to be the first human on Mars. You know, then it's like, all right, nobody knows how to do that. But like, I mean, if your goal is within the realm of plausibility, then I'm sure there's a book on it somewhere, you know. What do you think of Insanity Workout with Shaun T? I don't think about it too much. I mean, I guess you can do it if you want. It seems like more if you just want to lose fat. It doesn't seem like you need to. I mean, from my experience, you don't need that much cardio. In fact, you really need is diet. Like, diet is more important than cardio. And I mean, it'll work. It's good, but like, diet it's way easier to just eat less than it is to try to fucking work out 90 minutes of cardio every day. I mean, it works though. It's a good program. I'm not saying it's not a bad program, but personally, I'd rather just diet. I mean, still do 10-20 minutes of cardio and just make sure my fucking diet was right. But here's the thing, if your diet's not right, it doesn't matter how much insanity you can do. You can do fucking twice as much as the recommended dosage and still not lose fat if you're consuming more calories than you burn. So I mean, but they can't sell you 9 DVDs with that message, you know. You need to be sore the next day to know if you had a good workout. Now, I rarely get sore anymore. I mean, after training, like I just rarely get sore at all. Are you on Snapchat? I am on Snapchat, but I ain't made my shit public yet. I'm gonna do it one day. I don't know why. Like, sometimes social media is kind of cooler to me when it's not a lot of people. Because right now, if I post some shit on my Facebook, I got a 1.2 million followers on Facebook. And if I post some shit, say, I don't know, and I just talk the way I talk to my friends or the way I talk to y'all right now, right? Only like my dog. It's only 137 of y'all watching right now. I can talk, but I can speak freely. I'm amongst friends. But when it gets like big levels of shit, like I feel like I gotta watch myself a little bit. And maybe that's me. Maybe that's my own insecurity. Maybe I'm just projecting. But I always found like when there's less people, like on Facebook, I can't get crazy. You know, I can't talk motherfucking shit. You know, and it's like I gotta be more politically correct because, you know, when you get that big of a sample size, it's kind of like McDonald's. Like McDonald's, like it's like a watered down version of a burger place, like because they're trying to appeal to everyone, so it's just fucking watered down, right? But Five Guys is that, for an example. I mean, it's not the best example, but Five Guys is like, yo, only a certain type of motherfucker likes Five Guys. You know, and some motherfuckers wouldn't eat it for any reason. And Five Guys is like better than McDonald's. Should you take pre-workout? Is it necessary? It's not necessary. I mean, It's all depends on you, your goals, and what you want to accomplish, and if you like it. Like pre-workout, that supplement in general is just not for everyone. Some people can't tolerate stimulants. I like taking pre-workout. I feel like it makes me or just like caffeine, you know, I just like caffeine if anything. But I feel like Rebellion helps me. It gives me a pump, and I'm not just saying that because I own a supplement company that makes pre-workout. Listen, if you don't want to if you don't want to take pre-workout, it's fine. You still make all the gains in the world. I don't even think you should take any supplements until your diet is right. Okay, this is the hierarchy: diet, training, supplements. All right, diet is most important. If your diet's not right, you shouldn't even fucking start training because you'll be wasting your goddamn time. Then once your diet's right, then training is second more important. So and then diet and training together, right? And then you can put supplements on it because it's the last part. It's not the most. It's the least important part. Supplements in general is just the least important part. Most important is diet, then training, then supplements. Someone says pre-workout is good if you feel lazy. Yeah, some people just like don't take it all the time. They just take it like they need an extra push, you know. How do you stay motivated? How can I? You know what I'm saying? A lot of things is like, you know, when people fucking hating on me, man, talking shit about me. And that motivates me and that gets me going, man. Like, I don't know, like I thrive off that. Sometimes I do shit and say shit just because I know people are gonna fucking talk shit, and it makes me work harder. Like it's weird. It's weird. It's like throwing. It's like sometimes I need to just fucking stick my dick in the hornet's nest because I know I'll run around faster once I get stung. You know. How do you start a boot camp? Just like, hey, yo, everybody, I got a boot camp. Tell everybody you know you got a boot camp. Come in and tell them the dates, and they'll show up or they won't. I've never charged for one, so that's a different protocol. My shit is free because it's priceless. But if you wanted to charge for one, what you would do is you would maybe like Eventbrite or Eventzilla, and you have people buy the shit ahead of time, and you set this shit up. You post it wherever you want to post it, your mailing list, your fucking other shit, and then people would buy more. I get $5 for my fucking boot camp, and then they'd show up, you know, and they'd have their shit. You know, that could work. How do you know if you're training enough? If you're making gains. Keeping a log. You need to be keeping a log of everything you do, man. Everything you eat, everything you put in your mouth, everything you drink, every rep, every set, how much you sleep. And if you're doing it and you know you're doing everything right if you're making gains, you track your progress each week. You weigh yourself on the scale, you take your measurements of your biceps, triceps, delts, chest, calves, thighs, hips, waist, neck, forearms. Take measurements of every body part except your penis because that's not gonna grow. Sorry. And if you're making progress from week to week, hey, you're training now. If you're not, then you might yeah. If you're doing everything right, you'll know because you're making progress. But you still might want to manipulate the variables, right? The best companies in the world do something called A/B testing all the time. The best internet, it's an internet marketing thing. So like, let's say you all go to shitbrick.com, right? You go to shitbrick.com, and we're trying to buy shit bricks, right? Okay, so what the best company, if shitbrick.com knows what they're doing, half of us will go to this to version A, and half of us will go to version B of shitbrick. It was like split the traffic in half, and then these are the shit bricks, right? So they'll see which version produces the most shit brick sales. That's called conversion. So like if I come to shit brick B and I buy one shit brick, then I've converted. That's a convert. You know, if 10 people go to shit brick A and only one buys, then shit brick A has a 10% conversion rate. If 10 people go to shitbrick.com B and they buy 5 shit bricks and 5 shit bricks are sold, then shit brick B has a 50% conversion rate, right? So they scrap shit brick version site A, this becomes A now, and then they manipulate something on this to see if they can improve. So now they're A/B testing again. They keep doing it. They're constantly doing that to try to optimize the site to make sure to get the best conversions. You need to. That's one of the reasons you want to be keeping a log and tracking everything, because you want to be consistently A/B testing your fucking life, and you want to see if hey man, maybe 5 sets of 5 works better than 3 sets of 10. You don't know until you do the A/B testing for you, because we're all different. We're all respond a little differently to stimuli. So we're all unique little snowflakes. So you want to do A/B testing on your life, and you need to be keeping a detailed log to see what works best, what works for you, and what doesn't. Right? The best, if we all go to Amazon.com right now, half of us will see a slightly different version than the other half, and based on the sales that occur or don't occur, they will know how to. They will make a change. All the best internet companies are doing that. If they're not doing that, then they probably won't be in business soon. You need to be doing that with your life. A/B testing, split testing, that shit. You heard me? Because we're all different. Like, if any fucking trainer who says, "Hey man, I know the fucking one protocol that will work for everybody every time. This diet will work for every human being every time," that guy's full of shit. The best we can do as trainers is give you the advice that we've seen work for the majority of people the majority of time. Right? I've been a trainer for well over 10 years, more of a decade of experience. I've trained hundreds of motherfuckers. That's not hyperbole. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting nothing on that. That's real shit. And I've seen in the field what's worked for other people and what's worked for me. So some guys will just be up here telling you what worked for them. Hey man, I did this shit and I got ripped. So everybody in the world should do it. Nothing else works. Fuck that guy. I'm telling you shit that I've seen work in the field I'm telling you what I believe would work for the majority of people the majority of time, but I do not know it worked for you. The only thing I do know will work for you is if you keep a log of everything you do, and then you manipulate the parameters, you find exactly what works for you. That was a long walk to get there. How do I overcome approach anxiety? You approach. You approach. All right. So Tai Lopez told this story at the Mentor conference. I'm still in it for him, full disclosure. When the Amish want to train a fucking horse to walk down the street, because I guess Jesus didn't use electricity, so they don't use electricity. Because yeah, that sounds legit, right? That sounds like a good enough reason not to use electricity, right? Jesus didn't do it, so fuck it, right? So anyway, they ride goddamn horses and buggies down the street on a goddamn highway. Okay, horses their natural inclination is to run top speed in the other direction of any car. They're not going to just stay forward and be calm on a fucking highway with trucks zipping past them. All right, they have anxiety. Same shit you're talking about. Let me tell you how to get a fucking dumbass horse to do something more courageous than what you're talking about. Like a horse walking down the street takes more courage than you saying what up to a chick. So this is what they do. They tie the fucking horse to a rope, and the rope will be like far from the road. And every day they bring that shit a little closer, 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 until he's right up on the road. All right, and then he's up on the road, hearing cars whiz by. The next thing you know, bang, he's cool to be on the street. It's not a big deal to him. He's been around these fucking these shits for days. He's been around zipping past these cars, been zipping past him for days. And the same thing for you, man. You're just gonna have to start approaching. You can't do it as gradually as that, but you might have to do something like, hey man, what I did, I killed it, man. Like when I had approach anxiety too when I got out of military school, because I went to all boys school, and I was like nervous approaching girls because like we had no girls in school. So what I did, I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna attack this shit head on. It's kind of like when you jump in a pool, cold water, you could dip your toe in like a little bitch, or you can just jump, or you can do the cannonball in that motherfucker, man. Or you can belly flop in that bitch, and then you're only in pain for a second. So what I did is this is real talk. I was 17 years old. I said, because I started college when I was 17 years, I approached 5 girls a day. I wasn't even going for the number. I was just like, just to approach, to get to the point where I just Yeah, that's what you do. This how you shorten the rope. You don't even have to get the number. This is what I should have said. All right. You just I would just talk to them. I'm gonna meet 5 girls a day. That's what I was like at college. And then by the end, what was cool thing about that, by the end of the school year, I was like a popular motherfucker because I knew everybody, right? Everywhere I go, I knew some chicks that I knew, right? And they're like, "How you know all these girls?" I mean, because I've been talking to 5, I've been introducing myself to 5 girls a day the whole first semester, and I didn't even wasn't even trying to holler, right? And I still ended up like making love to a lot of them women. Because just the law of averages. If you talk to 5 girls a day, at least 1 or 2 of them is gonna want to have sex with you. So like, I didn't even have to try. But I'm just saying, what you should do is just start introducing yourself to not just girls but people, and then work your way. And then once you're comfortable introducing yourself to people, just saying what's up to people, talking to motherfuckers in lines, talking to people on public transit and fucking restaurants and shit, then it'll be just natural for you to do the same thing to a pretty girl and just take it to another level. Like, so give me a number and shit. Do you believe in superconscious mind? I don't know. What's your favorite book? Have you read The Alchemist? Yeah, I've read The Alchemist, and I don't like it like everyone else does, man. I just don't like it like I mean, everyone, like, people talk about it like it's goddamn. Maybe I need to read it again, but I read it. I was like, it's fine, My favorite book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. I also like one book I forgot to put on my top 10. I didn't forget, but now that it should have made The Way to Superior Man. Really good book. I think you motherfuckers should read. I got my top 10 list. If you go to BrandonCarter.com, you'll see the top 10 list. I updated it. My new book is pretty fucking dope, though. Son. The Beginner's Guide to Being Awesome. I hate to say that. It's not my favorite, but you should see how this guy's standing. George is crazy. I spent $5,000 of my father's money on champagne for some gold diggers. I got a threesome. Now he's really mad, not because of the money, but that I kept him awake all night. Oh man, I bet you got me. You got me. What's the most girls you slept in a day? I think my PR is 3. Have I done 4? Ever done 4? I think I remember if I did 4. It's 3, but I've done 3 like a bunch of times. Like in college, there was a point where it was like morning, somebody, lunchtime, and then night. And there was a point where I did that like days in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had a nice little rotation. But I don't recommend it because it gets kind of messy. It kind of becomes like a job. You still consume olive oil? I haven't been doing that lately. I've been more with the coconut oil, actually. That's my shit. I kind of just mostly go coconut oil. How to be popular at university? I think I said that shit already. Like, if you introduce yourself, just try to meet five girls a day, you will end up being popular. For real. Or you can do some crazy shit. Like, if there's a big event, find a way to get on like stage or get good at something, or why should motherfuckers know you? Why should motherfuckers know you? Why should motherfuckers like you? Are you good at anything? Can you play the guitar badass and do that shit like at a fucking talent show or something? Like or just be like real. You can be funny, but like really just introduce yourself to a bunch of people. Read How to Win Friends and Influence People, and just use that shit on everyone. That way you won't have to be like a fucking sideshow or a clown. You want to entertain everybody. You can just be a cool motherfucker that everybody knows, man. What do you think about CrossFit? I think it's good depending on what your goals are. A lot of people hate on CrossFit, but like it's mostly bodybuilders and powerlifters hate on CrossFit. But it's weird because it's like it's just different than what they do. So I don't understand why they would hate on it. You ever read Harry Potter? No, I don't read fiction. How can I find a job at a startup? I don't know. How do I sell artwork? I would assume there's some, depending on the kind of art. I mean, I'm assuming there's like, I mean, it's usually a website where people want to buy anything. Like I know this guy who sells his art on like sites. There's sites where you can see like Etsy or something like that. I'm sure there's a website where you can do it. What's your ultimate goal in life? I cannot tell you because of law number 3 of the 48 laws of power. Conceal your intentions. Why you want to get a job at a startup? Why don't you just start up? Is there a point of doing if intermittent fasting on a bulk? I've done intermittent fasting on a bulk for show. And what's cool is like I feel like it helped me stay lean. It might be difficult to get in a surplus, but what's cool is it's rare to do what's called spillover, when you go way over your surplus and you start getting too fat. Like I like doing intermittent fasting on a bulk in order to make sure I don't get so fat. I don't gain as much fat. Where do you get them self-help books on a budget? They're not available in my company. I mean, on Amazon, there's usually used books. I mean, I don't know what country you're talking about. Or you can get get it. Kindle books are fucking cheap, man. Like they're like $10, maybe $10 is 10 American bucks. Maybe, I don't know if that's a lot of money or not. A lot of the classics are in public domain, you know. And I mean, fuck it. I mean, like, if you really ain't got no money, man, you got a computer, get a fucking torrent, man. Fucking torrent that shit. There's a will, there's a way, man. I would fucking steal books if I didn't have the money. I promise you, I would fucking steal them. Or go to a fucking library, bro. I mean, I don't know if your country has that sort of infrastructure. I don't know what we're talking about. But I mean, I would steal them. I know that doesn't sound like good advice, but I'm just telling you what I would do. You ain't gotta do what I do. Everything's not for everybody. If I was really broke, I would certainly steal them. Or I get some motherfucking money, man. I get money. What you doing broke, man? What you doing broke? You got the internet. There's ways to make money. You just gotta go for yours. You gotta stop fucking around. When someone says I don't got the money to do this, that's like, you gotta understand, I come from nothing. So I don't have no pity on that shit. I don't have no pity on you. I'm just saying, all right, so what you gonna do to get it, man? Let's get it. You can get it. You don't have to be a poor motherfucker all your life. I'm telling you, I come from poverty. I come from the depths of poverty. As far as North America, as far as the United States of America is concerned, it does not get much worse than Southside Chicago. You can get it. Do not sit around being poor. You do not have to do this. Poverty is an awful state to be in. It causes depression. It causes anger. It's actually literally stressful. It's literally a stressful. It's like it raises cortisol levels. All right, it drops testosterone. So you will lose gains being poor. You listen. The economic system here on planet Earth is not perfect. It kind of saddens me that humans haven't figured out a better way to function in this world and be more cohesive and work together. But I'm not the motherfucker who's gonna be able to change it. I know my limitations. I'm working within the confines of the system to make the life better for myself and my family and the people who depend on me. You are a goddamn man, and someone depends on you to. As a man, you're traditionally, our roles have been to bring home the motherfucking food, the shelter, and protect our loved ones. And on Earth, the way it's set up, I ain't saying it's perfect, I'm just saying the way it is. Having financial resources is a huge part of that, and it is irresponsible to accept a life of poverty. You need to be doing everything you can to raise yourself and your family into a better position. And it's not even just for your family, man. Like, you can be the guy who raises your family out of poverty, but you're gonna have to work, and you have to go hard. You have to go all out. Can I skip leg day? Leg day is for bitches. I squat every time I go to the gym. I do full body workout, so I'm squatting 3 to 4, sometimes 5 times a week. So yeah, you can skip leg day. Just don't have a leg day. Squat all the fucking time. Go hard. Do you know the YouTuber Darren is 11234? Yeah, I know, man. I never met him, but we spoke to each other. You know you from the shy when you want to steal books. Did you go to college? Yeah, I went to Howard University. And you must be new here. Welcome, Jin Shin. Welcome to High Life Workout. Here we're gonna show people. Here on this channel, we show motherfuckers. This is really a personal development channel with a fitness emphasis. All right, because like Elliot says, your body's your mind. Tony Robbins said, motion creates emotion. How you use your physiology affects who you are. And so like we use exercise in the physical component of your body, because it's not who you are. You are not your body, but you are you express yourself through your body, and there's no getting around that. So we put an emphasis on fitness here, because I feel like that's the foundation. And once you get that in order, then you can start tackling a bunch of other things, you know. Having that said, I went to Howard University. Howard University's not Harvard. Some people confuse Howard University's prestigious School of Business. I was a marketing major in Washington, D.C. Hey, Brandon, you are a true inspiration and a true hero. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you, bro. How long does it take on average to notice gains? You should notice if you're doing everything right, you should notice visible gains in 2 weeks. Only to you though. Another motherfucker won't be able to see it. And after 3 months, everybody should be able to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But you should see something happening in 2 weeks. One-on-one conference with people, adapted to people outside of US. Yeah, man. It's been almost exclusively motherfuckers outside of the US so far. Maybe because the dollar is weaker, so it's not as much money in them. I've had one dude in DC, and motherfuckers in Japan, motherfuckers in dudes Australia. So that was cool. That worked out pretty good, man. I mean, that was cool. And yeah, man, anywhere in the world, you know. And how it works is when you sign up. Fuck. All right. Sorry about that. That was important. But like, yeah. So when you sign up, you pay your money. Then what happens is you get a link to my calendar where you can set your own date. And there's like a bunch of dates and times. And you know, I set my availability. And it's kind of limited because I got a lot of shit going on, but I blocked off time where I would be able to do this. So there's different times and different days, and you know, you can just pick your what's best to you. Is CrossFit good? It depends on what your goals are, man. Like, good is relative. Sup, Brandon? What martial arts increase testosterone the most? I don't know if that's the thing, man. I don't know if that's the thing. All right, I'm 19 years old, and my goal is to become a motherfucking millionaire by 30. Okay. How can I start making money on the internet? Products are hard because companies sell rock bottom prices. How do I start? All right, check me out, bro. What's your name? Brandon Lopez. All right, Mr. Lopez. Look here. You want to do it on the internet. All right, so I'm gonna give you some books to read. I'm really gonna like put you in the right direction as far as like books, and then because you don't know what you want to do on the internet. So how any business works, whether it's on the internet or it's online, offline, brick and mortar, websites, you have to sell a product or service at a higher price than it costs you to deliver it, you know, making a profit, right? That's what all business, that's what we're all doing. So A good place to start. I mean, I really like this book, Launch by Jeff Walker. I think he fucking really. This is one of the systems that work. There's others though. You can read 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. I mean, those are good places to start, man. I don't want to overwhelm you. I mean, listen, man. Like, bruh, you ain't got. Listen, you're 19. You're gonna get credit cards. You got credit cards, man. Do not use them. Only use them for shit that's gonna make money. Don't be buying Jordans and shit. I got credit cards, and the only thing I use them for is to make moves. Like, I don't even be using my own money sometimes when I'm making moves, man. Like, I'll be making when I'm making investing in shit, or I told you, I started. Me and Brian, man, we took some credit cards and we started some shit with 5,000. We took $5,000 of credit, started and blew that shit up into a fucking shitload of money, man. And I mean, that was one project we do, and I got other projects like that going on, like pretty consistently. You can buy something cheap, man. I mean, you can buy something cheap and sell it. I mean, so much shit you can do, man. It's infinite. It's really infinite almost. What should I do if I get lower back pain when working out? You should see somebody about that. It'd be hard for me to give you an accurate diagnosis via YouTube comment, you know. Bruh, stop asking me about CrossFit, man. Just go do it. Here's the thing. You won't know if it's good or bad for you unless you do it. You might fucking love it. It might be the best thing that ever happened to you. You might fucking hate it. We're all a little different, man. You gotta try it, man. You gotta do what I was talking about earlier, split testing, A/B testing. You gotta do that shit in your life, brother. Y'all see what I'm saying? So I took a sip of this, and then a splash came up and hit me in the motherfucking eyeball. Oh shit. I think they call that the money shot. That's usually how videos end, right? What's the bad things you've done in life? There's no statute of limitations for some of that shit. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. I mean, whatever, man. I fucking sold drugs for a living. That's shit y'all know about. I've done bad shit, man. I did some pretty egregious. I've been involved in some criminal enterprises. You know, really, like when I was younger, I didn't know what I was doing, and all that shit. Like, you make a lot of money, man, but it fucking backfires in 2 ways. One, you start bringing negativity in your life because you become like the people you're around, and when you're in that lifestyle, you're around a lot of unscrupulous characters, a bunch of people without decorum, and a bunch of other motherfuckers with no morals, right? And that kind of happens. You become more like that, and you bring this fucking shit in your life, and your life becomes chaotic. When you live a life of crime, let me tell you what it's like. You ever ride a roller coaster, and you know that first part, you know that feeling where you're kind of scared? I mean, you know you're gonna be all right. You feel like you're gonna be all right, but you know you're kind of scared. It's like that 24 hours a day. That's your fucking life. That feeling that's just how you feel. That's the baseline, and you don't really, because it happens gradually, and you don't really understand how stressful it is until you stop, until you extricate yourself from that life, and then it's like, whoa, man, that shit was. And you just realize, man, this is what it's like to be a regular motherfucker, man. You're not watching your back. You're not worried about anything. You don't have to walk around with weapons and shit. Like, it's very, very bad, and I don't suggest you do it. You know, because it. And some motherfuckers, if some motherfuckers die or get locked up, I got motherfuckers doing life. I got friends who are doing life in prison. Life, murder. All right, these are my friends. I got friends who are dead, killed, murdered, and you know, like, that shit is hard, man. That shit is fucking weary, man. That shit wears you down on your soul, man. Like, it ages you mentally, man. Like, it haunts you. You know what I'm saying? You think about your fucking, and then you know it should be you too. You're like, why is this motherfucker in prison forever and I'm out here? The only difference is You got caught. How do you automate the shipping process in the online wholesale business? You get a fulfillment company. You get a fulfillment company right now. If I wanted to buy butterfly knives, right? I wanted to market butterfly knives, right? I buy these fucking wholesale, and I wouldn't even have to fucking see them if I didn't want to. I might get a prototype to make sure it's sharp enough to carve a nigga up, but I might not even see them, right? And then I just ship them to. I buy them all wholesale. I ship them all to either I can use ShipWire, or Amazon has its own fulfillment company, Amazon FBA. You can do that. It could be anything, man. And then you set it up through your website where like when people make a purchase, the fulfillment company, you can just Google fulfillment company, it's everywhere, and they ship it to you. You don't even have to touch the product. You don't even see it. What do you think about bicycling for cardio? It's good. Shout out from Kalamazoo, Michigan. How do I get out of depression? I've dealt with certain depressions a few times in my life. I think I'm judging from my dad killing his fucking self. I'm beginning to believe that I may have a genetic disposition towards depression and mental illness. I'm probably a crazy person. I see myself. I really believe I'm like a functioning psychopath. Having that said, exercise really helps, man. How you hold. I mean, like motion creates emotion, man. If y'all read one of my favorite books, Waking the Giant Within, motion creates emotion. It's like if you're like this, if you get moving, how you use your body, it has a literal effect on your nervous system. All right, and that effect will, like, there's a video on YouTube. I think I talked about it before. When they tested people who were like holding themselves like this. All right, they don't know what they did. They got group A. They had a bunch of people. They tested everyone's testosterone levels, right? Then they had some people sit like this. Some people sit like this. Just some people sit like this, like hold themselves. Like those of y'all know body language. Like anytime you're like closed, it's like low body language. It's like low, low body. And then they had some motherfuckers do like hold themselves like this, motherfucking chilling, spreading out. Walking around like a superhero. We're talking about superhero shit. Then they tested everybody's testosterone levels. They did that for a certain amount of time. And the people who were fucking doing this, standing like superheroes, had higher testosterone levels and lower cortisol levels. And the people who were like, who had to go like weak beta shit, their testosterone levels literally dropped and their cortisol levels raised. So like, your body, how you hold your body, how you use your body has an effect on your physiology. Your physiology has an effect on your biology, all right? And that has effect on your brain, literally your brain. So when you take better care of your body, you will naturally have an inclination to feel better, right? Why do you feel a certain way? It's your nervous system. What is your nervous system? Your nervous system is your body. You know what I'm saying? When you feel anything, it's your nervous system. All right, that's your body. How you hold your body has a. So sometimes even when I'm tired, you might see me like just get up, stand, because it's hard to be tired like this. It's hard to be fucking tired like this. All right, and it's like how you hold yourself is like, or even like if I want to be mad about something. I hold myself in that position, and I can find, and I'll start actually getting mad. If I want to be happy, hey, I'll be happy. It's like how you use your body will literally control your emotions. Motion creates emotion. Tony Robbins said that motion creates emotion. Elliot says your body is your mind. This is real shit. There's science behind it. It's not as spacey and spooky as my nigga Elliot says. You can go look at the fucking real data. And even when I was at his seminar in London, he actually went through the data, which I appreciated, because I'm a data motherfucker. So that's how you start. Another thing is you set some big fucking goals, man, and start going after them. That kind of like puts you in a different mind frame, man. Set some big goals, man. Some big fucking goals, man. Set goals in your life, man. Like life goals that you want to accomplish. And maybe if you don't feel like you've accomplished much, man, start small. Get some fucking wins under your belt, man. It's like if you don't just get a heavy, you don't get to fight the heavyweight champion. You don't get to fight the champion for your first as soon as you become pro. You got to fight a bunch of other motherfuckers. And then you whoop their ass, and then you can fight Floyd Mayweather, you know. 50 Cent versus Nas, is that even a thing? Nas is a better rapper. I like 50 Cent more as a person because he's a motherfucking savage. Nas, but Nas is a way better rapper. It's not even like comparable. I heard that protein shakes are the equivalent to a well-balanced meal. What do you think about that? I think that's hogwash, bullocks, malarkey. Protein shakes are protein. A well-balanced meal would contain more macronutrients than just one. What's your smartest investment? I like to invest in businesses, either businesses that I run that I can be a part of. That's where I put my money. I don't invest in like stock or real estate and shit like that. But that's just me. You might like that shit better, you know. But as a business I run, that's obviously where the best money is, man. Because I know I can do, man. I know I can. Like the good thing about when I used to hustle and shit is like I took like when y'all think about business, y'all think about it too like abstract. I can tell you guys are thinking too hard. You really just flipping shit. All right, whatever it is, you flipping money. All right, it's just like when I used to buy that shit off the boat. I buy it for this price, break it down, and buy this. I buy it weight. I buy a lot of it in weight, ounces maybe, or whatever, you know. And I break that down into grams or half grams, and then I can sell those grams for more per gram than I bought it when I bought it in bulk. Same shit like that. Any business, man. Fucking Rebellion. I sell it for more than I buy it because I buy it in bulk. If you bought it in bulk, you can get it for cheaper too. You can get anything cheaper if you buy it in bulk. This fucking T-shirt. If I bought fucking 10,000 of them, I get them for a lot cheaper than if I just bought one. And then so if you buy 10,000, buy 10,000, you get them for $1 each. You sell them for $2 each, you double your money. I mean, it's just simple. That's it. That's business. That's business. It's nothing else. There's really everything else is just a method to accomplish that. In a product business, service businesses are different. I don't like service businesses. Somebody has to be there for you to make money. Write a book on inner peace. I need to read that book. I'm a functioning psychopath. All right. I don't think y'all understand. Have y'all taken a personality test? I'm a ENPT. Yeah, ENPT. There's only about 3% of us. Only 3% of the population are ENPT. You should find out what yours are. Make money on an AdSense website, you can, but you got to get a tremendous amount of traffic. And if you can get that kind of traffic, you'll make more money if you just find a fucking product and sell it. Buy it in bulk and sell it. It's more startup costs. But you need tremendous amount of traffic to make money on AdSense. But you can do it. Like if you go to any of those blog sites, motherfucking, it's mostly AdSense, or they'll probably have like sponsors. Brandon, you cool with audiobooks? Yeah, I listen to audiobooks. Rebellion shipping worldwide. It's Kid Messick. What's up, Kid Messick? Yeah, man, we working on that, man. It's just every country has different laws, and how do I become more approachable to girls? You want girls to approach you? First of all, that's not something you want to rely on. It's any strategy that requires someone else to act instead of you is not putting you in a power position. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know hot girls, right, who say they can't meet guys they like. I'm like, well, why don't you approach guys? And he says, I'm not going to approach guys. I can wait for guys to approach me. And it's like, well, there's your fucking problem. You're hoping the fucking Prince Charming walks into your fucking door. You think? I mean, like, it might happen, but it fucking most likely might not. You'll die alone. You dumb motherfucker. Go out and get what you want, man. Demand it. Grab life by its fucking neck and don't let go until it gives you everything you want. Don't fuck around and hope shit happens. Hope is not a strategy. Having that said, when you're out, there's some books on body language. I mean, I've read so many, they all basically say the same thing. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. But like how you hold yourself. So if you're like closed off, if you stand like this, or like this, or anything where you like your arms are in front of you, or you're closed, or you're tight, that's like a standoff. You're less approachable. All right. But if you stand, you understand open out, like open. And this also has been shown to this is how alphas stand. Like like alphas. It also showed these are the stances that raise testosterone in that study I was talking about earlier. So your testosterone will actually be high. Just like like when I stand, man, I never like put my arms in front of myself. Never like touch it. Never do anything where he's like my intern, man. I noticed he stand like this all the time, and we kept stopping him, man. Like, yo, man, stop standing like that. Stop that. Cut it out. And then so he's getting used to it, man. But it's like he said, yeah, I'm not shy, man, or not. I know you're not, but you just say you appear, right? And you don't look like the motherfucker I want to fuck with when you're standing like that. Only because I'm thinking about it, but like subconsciously, we all think that. So if a girl's like just think about it, if a girl's like this, you might not approach her. But if she's like standing and she's got a smile on her face, that's the big thing. Smile. If you read How to Win Friends and People, smile just makes you so much more approachable. Especially if you a big, masculine motherfucker. Like if you're not smiling, you can look crazy or scary. Like if I'm not smiling, I can look a little scary. But that's why when I go places, I smile and I try to put everybody. Hey man, I ain't here to motherfucking kill everybody. I'm not here to rob anybody, kill anybody, or rape anybody. I just want to buy some motherfucking protein shakes. Real Social Dynamics. That's my nigga, Owen. Did you start acid because of peer pressure? Another reason? I didn't start acid. I did acid one time. And I didn't start with peer pressure. I wanted to experience it, I just wanted to experience it. And it was fucking awesome. But I mean, I don't suggest you do it because it's so awesome that it's like, that's what I left with. I was like, this is so awesome. I know myself well enough to know that I can get a little too into this if I keep going, You believe in bulking and cutting. Hey, Matthew, you must be new here. Welcome. Glad to have you here, Matthew. Look here. I do what's called micro cuts, micro bulks. So bear with me. A fucking bodybuilder, this goofy motherfucker, is gonna bulk for half the year, get fat as fuck, and then cut for the second half leading up to his contest. So he only looks good less than half the year, and he's only trying to look good for this one day and maybe the photo shoots that preceded. Me and you don't have a fucking off season where we can just be fat for half the year. Who wants to look like shit half the year? I do what's called micro cutting, micro bulking. So first, I believe you should get as lean as you want to be. First, get lean, right? I talk about this a lot more in my book, Ultimate Mass. First, get lean as you want to be, right? And then bulk. And you see like a visible abdominal muscles, right? And then bulk until the abs start to fade or you're a little too fluffy, then come back, and then cut again. So take your foot off the gas. And then go back. So like I'm bulking and cutting. It can be anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks for a bulk or a cut, but it's rarely more than that, What age you start reading books? First book that I really got into was How do no, sorry, it was Awakening the Giant Within, Tony Robbins, and I was 17, and I've been I just how much I got from that book. It was like fuck. I started reading other books, and I went that immediately into Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I was like fuck. And I went that, so I started off with some good books. I think that's the thing. A lot of you guys start off with bad books, and then you're like, oh, I don't like reading. But I started off with books that or books that resonated with me. How tall are you? I'm 6'2", baby. What's the best way to move out the house at 18 while building your own business on the side? I don't think you should move out the house, man. Like if I could do it again, I'd have stayed in the crib for mad long. You want to keep your overhead low, man. Especially when you're a teenager, just keep your overhead low. And especially if you're gonna build a business, you're gonna be an entrepreneur. That's the most stressful shit in the world. Build your overhead low. Keep your overhead low, brother. Ain't no rush, man. Why you trying to rush everything? Is it okay to work certain muscles if they're lacking in their area? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it is for you. Maybe not. You're gonna have to keep a log, try it out, see if it works for you. I mean, that's what it works. I know. I feel like I say that all the time, but that's the real shit. You got to do the testing, split testing. How old are you now? Now, today, I'm 32. Trey Deuce. What's the best way to cut? What method you use? You should download. Go. Stop what you're doing. Simple six-pack solution. First link in the description. Download it. It's free. That's the best way to cut. Hey, download it. It's free. I don't even want your money. Why? Because it's priceless. You can't put a price on this type of game I'm putting down, baby. What do you think of the Hodge twins? Nutritional advice. I don't think about the Hodge twins. How many days a week do I do cardio? Depending on if I'm bulking or cutting or how fat I am, it might be every day, Right, lately I've been doing it every day, twice a day, because I got like some pretty intense goals. I have more performance-based goals right now and not aesthetic-based goals. So it's a little different, Brandon, what does your girlfriend think of you hanging around with all these girls all the time? Do you ever get tempted by the girls? Listen, one thing you should never do is try to figure out what some girl is thinking, especially another nigga's girl. like, because here's the thing: what she's thinking will fluctuate indefinitely. See, for the most part, I hate to generalize, but for the most part, guys are more pragmatic. It's like more logic based, And we actually look down on other men who do things emotionally based. Like that's why I hate Chris Brown, right? Because it seems like he just can't. He doesn't have a hold on his emotions. That doesn't seem like the kind of man I'd want to be around or I'd want around me. So women are just more emotional most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that's not a bad thing, right? Because that's what makes them such great mothers and providers, or even like help them have certain intuitions that maybe we won't have because we're looking at the fucking cold facts, So like that feeling, that shit is kind of is beneficial, right? So, but having that said, like everything, there's always a good and bad. There's pros and cons. Like the pros and cons of being so pragmatic, like I am, is that I can be insensitive, and I can like just not care about a motherfucker. Like I can do some shit and like, yeah, whatever, fuck him, like, and not even think about it. They're like, oh yeah, maybe that's not the right thing. But she's like so caring, or a woman might be so caring that she'll do something, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you're right, my fault. I shouldn't have did that to him. I wasn't thinking like that. I really wasn't thinking that. So having that said is like that being so emotional. It kind of fluctuates, how what she feels at one moment. And when I say she, I mean all of them. It will fluctuate, It's like because it seems like, man, she said this, but you did this. You're one of that. Like, what the fuck she said? It doesn't matter what the fuck she said. All that matters is how she feels at that moment, and that's going to change in a few moments. So you gotta kind of ride the wave, you know. And some women are more volatile than others in that regard. I got one that's has a pretty low like volatility, you know. She's not too crazy, you know. I can pretty much gauge where she's gonna be on the scale, and then when you find that, man, you hold on to them, all right, because it's not. Listen, that's a rare thing, okay. But like, yo, but there's men like that too. I don't want to say there's not men like that, but the difference is I'll accept that from a woman, like being emotional. For a man, I will not accept that. I will accept a very limited range of emotions. Happiness, drive, determination, and hunger. Those are the only emotions I want motherfuckers to feel around me. You know what I'm saying? if you're on some other shit, it's time to toughen up, man. Pull your panties up. Let's go, man. We got to go charge the castle, motherfucker. We on a mission. We on a goddamn crusade. We can't have you around here crying in the back. What was the question? I don't remember. Best beginner workout depends on what your goals are, baby. I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you want to be a triathlete. I don't know if you want to gain some muscle. I don't know if you want to get cut. I don't know if you want to be a marathon runner. I don't know if you want to be on a bobsled team. I don't know if you want to be a CrossFit winner. It's like, and all those things will require a different protocol. You have to be more clear. Have you got a blacker? Nigga, what? Yo, Brandon, you've changed my life. Hey, man. Appreciate that, man. Hey, man, be the change you like to see in the world. Okay? You the change I like to see in the world. Why do you prefer coconut oil over olive oil? Because I can mix it in my protein shakes and to get especially when I'm trying to bulk, like it's easy way for me to get some additional calories. So that's a tip. That's a tip, all you guys out there in the internet. If you're trying to get additional calories because you're bulking, start throwing a few tablespoons, a couple tablespoons of coconut oil in your protein shakes and drink those three or four of those a day. You might get an extra, depending on how much coconut, you can get an extra 1,000 calories a day off that shit. What do you think about Chris Jones? I don't really watch that channel too much. I don't mind it, but they don't show enough Vince, man. Vince G is that dude. Man, my nigga Vince did the fucking. He's talking about the shit that other YouTubers is afraid to talk about. All right. When he had the whole video on the best shaker cup, I'm over here buying. Look at all these things. Look at all this shit. Look at all this shit. I got multiple shaker cups. If I'd have seen that video years ago, I could have saved myself years of heartache. So anyway, Chris Jones is cool, but Vince is my nigga. Keys to success. 10 most important words. All right. Let me give you 10 words. Scrutiny. Triumph. Combat. Non-circulator. Reciprocity. Infotainment. Condemnation. Transvaculation. Beast mode. Michael Jordan. Do you need pressure in your muscles relaxed or flexed? I don't know what that means. None of that made any sense to me. Can you do calisthenics every day? I can. I don't know what you can do, baby. I don't know what you capable of, man. You don't know what you're capable of until you try. Wise man was said, hey man, only those who go too far ever find out how far they can really go. Give it a shot, man. See if it works. How do you improve your chin-ups if you can't even do one? With lat pull downs, that's one way. You can get that bandy thing I see the women using, or like CrossFit people. That works. How to be the most interesting man in the fucking world? It's a pretty lofty goal. How I don't like goals like that, because I know that wasn't a real question, but I just want to answer it anyway because I'm in a good mood. I don't like goals like that because there's no way. I like goals that you can look at that are you can look at and be like, all right, that motherfucker hit it or not. Like, hey, I want to make $1,000 this week, right? Bam, numbers don't lie. You either hit it or you don't. That's not that's not most interesting is subjective. So like some motherfuckers might look at it and say, hey, you are most interesting. This might be someone who thinks you're the most interesting guy in the world now. If you got like a little brother, a little baby brother, he might think you are that fucking nigga. But I might look at you and be like, hey man, you know, he's interesting. The most interesting guy in the world? I don't know. So I don't like goals like that. I like goals that you can the word escapes me and I'm looking for it. But I like shit you can measure, you know, measurable goals. Books on planning. Good one. I mean, listen, man, you don't need a fucking book on it. I mean, Goals by Brian Tracy is a good book. Listen, here's how you make a plan. Write down your goal. Make sure it's specific and measurable. Don't say, hey, I want to make a lot of money. Say, no, I want to make fucking $100,000 this fucking year. Write down everything you think you need to do to accomplish that goal. Put it in order. Bam. You got to put it in order. Put a deadline to each step. You got yourself a fucking plan. You didn't need to read a book. I just told you everything you need to know. You're welcome. If you like, you can send me $10. No, I don't want you to do that. This is what you do. You owe me $10, motherfucker, because I just saved you. I would have been a book you'd have to read. This is what I want you to do. I want you to take that $10. I want you to take $10. And I want you to buy somebody else something with that. Do something for someone else. Motherfucker, it could be someone you know, it could be buy your mom something nice with it. No, for real. Or like something that's going to make someone else happy. I don't need your money, but I want to spread. Now I just did a 2-for-1. Listen, I don't know if you're going to do it or not, but you fucking owe me $10. So you should, right? Because you're a man of honor, and I believe in you. You know, I don't think you'd be here if you wasn't an honorable motherfucker. If I can't take enough protein, will my gain slow too much? Yeah, protein is imperative. So just fucking do it. Don't make excuses. If you want to make gains, eating protein is a part of making gains, then just fucking do it. Or don't do it and just accept the fact that you're not making gains, right? Like I wanted to be a doctor, so I should have just went to school and did it, right? But I didn't want to go to school that long, so I just said fuck it, and I didn't complain about it. I just said, yeah, I just didn't want to do it, and I made peace with that. So either do it, either that's what's required. So either do what's required, or make peace with the fact that you're not going to accomplish that goal. Brandon, working out every day bad. I know people work out every day and it works for them. It might not be good for you, man, but it might. You gotta try it. I mean, I like to have at least one rest day. I work out 6 days a week. But then again, I've been training a lot longer than you have. I presumably, maybe not. Use visualization to help improve your life. I'm not a big law of attraction guy. I'm more of a law of action guy. So I don't think law of attraction is bullshit. I don't think it's as cracked up as it. It's a secret to have you believing that you draw some pictures of some bicycles, man. Then an old man will just bring it to you one day, and you won't have to lick his balls. That's not how life works. You won't have to lick them balls, right? You got to produce. You got to get currents to buy your bicycle. You're going to lick balls, or a better way is you're going to have to exchange goods or services for currency until you accumulate enough currency to purchase the bicycle that you want. Best superhero other than White Boy Brian. Brian is the best sidekick, right? It's like the hierarchy is we got Robin, White Boy Brian, and okay, it's Brian, White Boy Brian, and Kato. Kato is the motherfucker used to was the Green Hornets sidekick. Kato was really Bruce Lee, right? So Bruce Lee, I'm gonna put him a step ahead of Brian. And yeah, maybe Chris will be up there too. Maybe we'll put Chris above Brian too. Chris from Strength Camp. And those are the best sidekicks. The best superheroes are, I like Batman, because he's just a fucking regular guy who wanted it bad, you know? It's one thing to be blessed with, like Superman had good genetics. He just had good genes. Batman just fucking worked. He put in that work, and that's something I can relate to. Some of y'all need to just take a little bit more time. Just take a little bit of time writing these questions out. Because if you don't articulate your message in a way where I can comprehend it, then there's no way I can adequately respond to your question, you know? Just because your shit is in all caps doesn't mean it makes any goddamn motherfucking sense. It still sounds crazy. All right, you got words, and now I'm dyslexic, right? I'm diagnosed with dyslexia, and my shit look better than that, man. So just slow down, baby. Ain't no rush. Maybe I'll get to your shit. Maybe I won't. Odds are I won't. All right. That's why I do the one-on-one training. Right? That's what I offered it, because like the motherfucker who sits down all going on training. Hey, I'm gonna answer every one of your questions. I'm gonna put your whole life in order for you. I'm gonna show you the path, nigga. But some of y'all just need to slow down, man. Slow down. You know, move fast. Here's the thing about life. You want to move fast, but you don't want to fucking panic. You want to move as fast as you can, but never rush. There's a video I've been planning on doing for a long time, but I haven't. Move as fast as you can, but don't rush. You ever see a fighter pilot? He's focused. He's moving top speed, but he's focused. That's a lot different than a guy at the airport running through something and he's dropping shit. You know what I'm saying? That guy's rushing. Fire pilots moving fast. Move fast. Don't rush. It's a little life lesson. Oh, we got Casey De Silvia Santos. We got a girl on here. So we got one. I knew there's at least 2 girls who subscribe to my channel. Does drinking caffeine every day affect your workouts? Listen, if it affected your gains at all, I would have no gains. Because I probably get some sort of caffeine every day, whether it's from coffee, tea, or Rebellion. We are not here to take part. We are here to take over. Can you apply this philosophy to life? I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that means, but I don't know what you mean. It depends on what it is. Like some people want to work. Some people really do want to work work within an existing infrastructure. Other people want to demolish it and rebuild and start over. That's a revolution, you know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to cause a revolution. I'm kind of guy who just want to work within, like I said, like I don't think that the economic system on planet Earth is perfect. I think a lot of people get shortchanged in it, you know. But I have not set out to improve it or change it. you know, or take it over. I'm kind of just trying to work within the system so I can make life better for the people around me, and you know, so there's that. Is 100K a year attainable coming from working minimum wage? Yeah, yeah, but you want to go for it. It's like you're gonna have to. It's very hard to get a. If you had a minimum wage job and you didn't go to college, it's gonna be hard to get a job that pays you six figures. You're probably going to get start a business, right? You're going to start a business or get a job in selling. Like that's a job that anybody can, like you don't really need a college degree to sell. And if you get good at selling, then you get paid on commission. So if you're a good enough salesman, man, if you're a good salesman and you're selling a good product, I mean, I know fucking car dude. I know a guy who sells cars, man. He fucking kills it. He's just so fucking good at selling. I mean, you know, most stockbrokers are not really fucking. I mean, they know finances, but they're salesmen at the end of the day, you know. And they fucking kill it, you know. Tips on improving the immune system to not get sick. It depends, you know. In the wintertime, I take vitamin D. Pause. Take vitamins, healthy diet, and really, I mean, the main thing is getting sleep, man. If you get a lot of sleep, if you average 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night, man, I mean, that's when your body does most of its repairing, you know, and it does a lot of, you know, like your immune system will shut down or lower that. Last few times I got sick, it's like a prolonged period of sleep deprivation because it's just stressful on your body, you know. So if you're getting good, adequate sleep, man, like you're gonna have to try hard to get sick. Like you're gonna be really exposed, or you're just gonna be exposed to some fucking viruses. Sometimes you're just gonna get sick no matter what, right? Like if a nigga with influenza sneezes in your face, you're probably gonna get sick, you know. But you can circumvent a lot of that by getting enough rest. So like I've been around in the same place with people who've been sick as fuck, you know, with the flu, and I didn't get it. I wash my hands frequently too. Like I wash my hands many times a day. And another thing, when you wash your hands, you want to wash your hands for it. Like most people just run them over and then they leave, you know. When you want to wash your hands, it wants to be. I heard Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Gunta say that when you wash your hands, you want to go sing happy birthday to yourself twice in your head. But when you do that shit, you wash your hands for man long, way longer than everyone else. But that's how you really wash the germs and shit off. Have you ever tried the 5x5 strength protocol? Yes, I have. I'm not a big fan of it. It's fine. But see, the thing, my issue with the 5x5, it's a middle protocol. It's right on the cups of strength in size. So like that's why some people like it, right? Because you're getting some of best of both worlds. But I'd rather go to a phase where I'm going full strength. Either I'm doing sets between 1 and 5, but I'll go singles, I'll do doubles, and just do more sets, or I'm really fucking going for hypertrophy, and I'm doing fucking between 6 and 10 reps, right? But like 5x5 is like you're kind of splitting the difference, you know. Someone said, and that's fine. It works for some people. It might work better for you than it worked for me. The only way you'll know is if you keep a log and track your results, and then you know make the adjustments accordingly. I thought vitamin D doesn't work. Your body can only use it when it's from the sun. Nah, man, it's a good book. All right, let me see if I can find it real quick. I hate doing this. I hate Googling shit. All right, I hate Googling shit. I'm on here with y'all. I like the fact that I'm smart enough and I know enough shit to just go off the head with this shit. And normally I do, but I'm just looking for the title of a book that I want you to check out. All right, it's called The Miraculous Results of extreme high doses of sunshine hormone vitamin D. And it's written by a doctor who did some crazy experiments with extremely high doses of vitamin D. I'm not going to tell you how much vitamin D I take, not in so much in the summer, but in the wintertime. But it's, if I said it, you guys would fucking spaz. I don't say it because I don't believe you can handle it. I don't believe you're capable of it. It's like, just like when I said, because I said I drink 2 gallons of water a day and motherfuckers flip out. Like, that's just heresy, you know? I'm like, oh shit, I definitely can't tell you this shit. Brandon, can you explain how to stop being a bitch? I have a video on it. In fact, it's called How to Stop Being a Bitch, and I go into great detail of how you can accomplish, how you can rid yourself of bitchness, how you can exude less bitchosity in your life. Any workout plans for beginners? You already asked that, Jose. Hey. You asked that, and I answered it already. I cannot answer that question because when you say workout plan, see, you're too much of a beginner to even ask an informed question, right? And I don't mean that to diss you, but I mean, like, for me to give you a protocol, beginner, intermediate, advanced, or superhero protocol, I would need to know what the goal is, right? Because if your goal is to build most muscles, if your goal is to build big muscles, that's a different protocol than to burn fat. That's a different protocol to be a world-class athlete, right? I need to know what your goals are. Then, and only then, I need to know where your goals are and where you are at. Okay, to make you a program that was suitable. You know, right now I can say anything, and it might not work because I don't know what you want to do, man. You know, you got to start with the goal. You got to know the end game. We got to know what target we're aiming at, Jose. Hey, Jose, we got to know what target we're aiming at, brother. I love you, man. I ain't mean to diss you. Man. I fucking love you. When is the full body blitz coming out? Next week. Yeah, I got another program coming out. Full body blitz. So people on my email list know about it. It's coming. It's coming out next week, and I'm just putting finishing touches on it. So if y'all got that email that where I was asking like some shit that y'all want to know, like put that in there, and I'll make sure I address it in the program. Yo, I've been following the Ultimate Cuts and Simple Six-Pack Solutions to get the T. Been losing weight, just keep struggling with my diet and food regimen. How do I stay disciplined with diet and beat the food addiction? You just fucking deal with it, man. You just fucking deal with it. You know, there's a lot of shit I like that I can't have. I like fucking smoking weed, you know? I can't smoke weed like that because it's going to impede me from accomplishing my goals. It's going to impair my ability. That's me. Some people function better. I'm just not me dissing weed. It's just talking about how I react to it. I'm just going to watch Key and Peele skits on YouTube all day, jag off, and eat candies and cakes all day if I smoke weed. I know myself enough to know that, right? But I that sounds like fun. I like it, right? But I can't do that because that's not in conjunction with my goals. All right, it doesn't work with my goals. So I just do what's required to accomplish my goals. Fuck what I want. It's about what I want to accomplish, not what I want at the time. Almost all goal attainment requires you to put off what you want immediately for something better in the future. And that's just what you got to do. You just have to deal with it. If it was easy, everybody would do it. You should be glad it's hard, because once you once you accomplish and once you have this amazing physique, once you possess it, because the threshold of difficulty is so hard, it makes you elite. The difficulty is what makes you special. It's the moat around your castle. It's the reason why everyone can't do it. It's the reason why everybody can't have a six-pack and be ripped. Be glad it's hard. It separates you from the fucking masses. Because the average person is a fucking bitch. The average person, I have little or no respect for the average person. Because I know he's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He can't handle the pressure, and he's not willing to do what's required for him to accomplish his goals. I know he expects things to be easy. Somebody told him things are going to be easy. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be fucking around, walking around ripped. My 94-year-old grandma would have a six-pack. It's not easy. And you should be glad it's not, because that's what's going to make you special once you accomplish it. Non-certified online coaches are a joke and a scam. I don't know if the implication is that my coaching is me scamming someone or I'm joking. But whether I'm not certified to be an online coach, full disclosure, but there's no certification required. Most of them are arbitrary. Most certification programs are totally arbitrary. What I am is qualified to give you advice in certain aspects of life. If you want to know how to earn more money, I'll tell you how to do that shit. I'm fucking balling. You want to learn to start your own business? I've done that multiple times. I run this shit. You want to learn how, if your job is to be, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, you want some one-on-one tips, I can give you advice in that regard. I know a thing or two about it. If you need to one of you trying to build your social media presence, I have 1 million goddamn Facebook likes, nigga. If you want to fucking meet more girls, you can watch any one of my videos and know that I'm a goddamn expert and I'm fluent in that shit. You want to fucking learn how to build an impressive physique? Maybe you just need coaching on your physique. I can give you that, and I am certified. I've been certified for over 10 years as far as trainer and nutritionist. So if you're trying to imply that I'm a joke or me coaching someone is a fucking joke or a scam, well, I wholeheartedly disagree with that implication. And I think you're a fucking joke. I think your goddamn comments a scam. I think you're just mad because you don't have enough money for it. I think you're just fucking mad and you don't want anyone else to benefit from the coaching because you can't. And the only reason you can't is because you're fucking weak. If you really wanted, you'd go make the money. You figure it out. The reason I'm charging fucking $200 is because I don't want a lot of people fucking doing it. I don't have that kind of time. And if I'm going to devote that time, it's going to be for a fucking reason. I'm going to make some money off of it because I'm not making money now. I give everybody 2 hours a week, but that's everyone. Man, if you want to meet one-on-one, it's going to cost a little bit of money. All right. That's just how it is. But I promise you will leave that fucking conversation better than I found you. You don't know shit about life. Fuck you. And cut. What do you think? The $200, you're crazy, bro. Motherfuckers. Oh, am I crazy? Elliot charges fucking $500. You gonna keep? All right, bro. Nigga, fuck you. Let me help you out. You don't like me? Let me help you out, though. Don't even trip, man. Hey, man, I done made it easy for you. I done made it easy for you. Now you ain't gotta fuck with me at all. You little fucking bitch. Yo, all right. Should I become a real estate? Hold up, man. All right. Should I become a real estate salesman or go to college to become a computer engineer? College is paid, and I'm 18 years old. Oh man, if you college pay for it, then fucking do it. You know, like yeah. I mean, yeah, education, man. You about to get a free education? Don't pass it up. You know how many people? Oh man, it ruins. Listen, man, get the education. You can always be a real estate agent. That shit ain't going. Houses ain't going to stop being for sale. You know. Don't feed the trolls. No. Sometimes you know what, you're right, but sometimes like I like to engage, man, because I'm a contrarian by nature. You know, sometimes I like you know a little get into it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's also like I don't know if ever since ignore them, but like if there's a fly in my house, do I just ignore it or do I fucking stomp on it? You know? How's your business tycoon goal coming? Mm, we made I made some strides. Like you're gonna see it, like especially like you'll see it all as it unfolds, especially like the end, like as this year ends. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna see it. And growing in the adult world, what would you do to gain experience? Well, I'm gonna say this under the assumption that you know what you're trying to accomplish, what you want to accomplish in life. Maybe you don't, right? So if you do know, then you want to get a job in that field and kind of learn it from the inside, like learn the different aspects of it, right? And then you can, you know, whatever. And if you don't know, then maybe you need to just try some things. Run some experiments to see if things are if